Good morning, adventurers.
Good morning.
We're in Poznań today, and if you're wondering what that intro was all about, it's a tradition here in the city. One of the things you have to see when you're here, so we figured we'd start our day off doing that. This huge building back here is the town hall, and every day at noon, two mechanical goats come out of the clock at the top.
They duel to the death.
They duel to the death. There are no winners, there are no losers apparently, because they both looked all right after it.
Yeah. We had no idea it was going to be such a production though. There were so many, like hundreds of people, and that trumpet player came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was a really interesting thing, and everyone was sitting there waiting for these goats to come out. They came out and they kind of went, and that was it. But it was pretty cute, I guess.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
But today, despite it being very, very, very hot here.
Brutally hot today.
We're gonna try to explore the city. It's our last full day here in Poland. We just decided to do a road trip through Germany starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
We just booked it last night. It's fine, it's gonna be so fun.
Yeah, but it's gonna be great because we've only ever really spent time in Berlin, and I think we went to Munich once.
Yeah.
We've never really seen the German countryside, so we are excited to do that. We are going to enjoy some small towns, we're gonna see some of the nature, we're gonna see some castles, it's gonna be cool.
But first here, we have some special things. Besides seeing these goats, we are gonna go see these croissants that are apparently only made here in Poznań. And I think you have to have a license to bake them, but the bakery's here. We're gonna go see, I think, do like a tour there and get to try them. I'm very excited for that. And then we have some more sites throughout the city that we're gonna take you to.
All right, let's do it. We're just grabbing a late lunch. We came to a place that's called Veranda, or maybe Veranda, I'm not sure. But it is a very cool place. It's got some really interesting decor on the inside. And then this garden area where we're sitting, they have all sorts of different color flowers and tons of greenery everywhere. So it really feels like you're among the nature while you're eating. It's a very cool find. We just kind of stumbled upon it on Google.
Yeah.
So, all right.
And luckily it's really cloudy, so we can sit outside and it's not too hot. 'Cause it is a freaking hot day, you guys.
Yeah.
It's been too hot to film, actually. We kept trying to go out and we were like, we can't do this. We were just sweating profusely. But today, partly cloudy. We got our lovely late breakfast here.
Yeah, so we got scrambled eggs mixed with sun-dried tomatoes, and I think there's some cheese in there.
There's basil on top.
Yeah.
Polish breakfasts have maybe been the most consistently amazing breakfasts we've ever had on our journeys.
Yeah, we've been loving it.
Every town we've been to, they all come, well, they do like the eggs and sausage or bacon, and the eggs are always cooked perfectly. A lot of them come as sets with tea or coffee.
Yeah, and the salads are always so fresh and stuff. It's very nice.
We have been really enjoying it.
Y'all know how to do the breakfast here.
Oh, yes.
Of course, a couple little lattes, because it's a scorcher out here.
You got to.
All the scrambled eggs that we've been getting are so fluffy and creamy and so well done. There's definitely a right and a wrong way to do scrambled eggs. And then I've been getting these sun-dried tomatoes most of the time because they add this burst of salty tomatoiness, and it really adds a lot to the scrambled eggs. It takes a very simple dish and makes it a lot more interesting, I think. First order of business, yesterday we were actually in the square, and I left my laptop charger at one of these restaurants right over here. So I was too lazy to come back here and get it.
Yeah, one of our best wall converter too. So only had one to charge like laptops and phones and batteries and everything overnight.
Yeah, so we're about to head in there and see if they still have it. Fingers crossed they do. Maybe it's just still sitting over here. Nope. This is where it was. We plugged it in right there. So let's go see if they have it. Ah, that is it, yes. Thank you very much.
White charger?
Oh, there was a little white adapter as well. They had my charger, but for some reason it was attached to a wall converter, like a plug outlet converter, and they didn't have it. They couldn't find it. They were looking all over and they just couldn't find it. So luckily that's not that big of a deal because that's the cheaper of the two items, so we're just gonna go pick up one of those later. But for now, before we do anything else, we have to head to a place to print off our tickets for our train tomorrow because they require you to print them off for some reason.
So I guess
it's so weird.
It's because we're crossing borders, and there are a few other reasons. But definitely make sure you read the fine print because this said that one site wouldn't let me even buy the tickets online because I have to have a physical copy. The other one does let you buy it online, but then you have to go print it. So now we're on a journey to find a printer.
In addition to those goats, this square is also famous for this colorful row of buildings that of course we had to stop and get a photo next to. Like most squares, there's a bunch of different shops around and places you can eat, places you can get some drinks. We've actually already kind of done that. The other day we sat here and just chilled and drank some beer. The city is so charming and photogenic. It's one of those places where we're just stopping on like every corner to take a photo. There's this really cool spot right over here that we actually saw the other day, so we came back here to get a photo over there. If you want to see how these photos are turning out, if you are an Instagram user, our username is just The Endless Adventure. We'll put it on the screen somewhere, so you follow us up there. And also keep up with our stories as well.
Oh yeah, so you get to see a little bit more than you do on the vlog over there. Y'all, we have killed enough time. It is finally time for our croissant tour. We actually went and printed our train tickets, but we forgot to film it. I think we're a little loopy from the heat.
Yeah, we're honestly dying out here. We're trying to find any place that has AC that we can just chill in.
That's okay. We're gonna make the best of it. Hopefully it'll be cooler inside. But they do this tour in the summertime at least every day at 1:45 in English. They'll also do it in Polish and German, I believe. So just make sure you check their website, because in the winter it runs shorter hours. It should be pretty cool inside from what I hear. All right, let's go eat some croissants.
Alright, we will make croissants. We will also learn what is their history, what is the legend surrounding them, and why do we have this tradition in Poznań, because like croissants sounds like something that should be in France, right? The only thing I would like you not to do is don't film because of copyright.
So obviously they did not let us film in there, which is real sad.
It's so sad. You can take as many pictures as you want, but you can't film.
But that was really fun and interesting. They made quite a show out of croissants. I really wasn't expecting that much.
We've done a lot of like chocolate tours and all kinds of little tours like that, but this was probably our favorite. It was really fun.
It was pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
But we did get to taste them, and they were really tasty. Very high in calorie and sugar, but they still tasted really good.
One croissant has 1,000 calories in it.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
how
insane.
like epic they are. We highly encourage you guys to try that tour if you have the time. Otherwise, definitely try to find one of these local croissants. They tried to make us pronounce the name, we couldn't do it, but they're very different from traditional croissants. Nothing at all like what you would get in France.
They have this fountain here that we saw everyone refilling their water bottles from, so we're guessing that it's drinkable. That's how you do it. You just turn it. There you go. And then the lion spits into your water bottle.
Jeez. All right, that's an aggressive faucet. The moment of truth. Tastes like water.
Right on. So quick update. This day ended up being a little bit of a fail because obviously we wanted to film and show off the whole croissant experience for you guys, and that was awesome and a lot of fun, but couldn't really film it.
But our Airbnb host just dropped by and he told us about this amazing night market that is out near the train station. It's in an old, I guess, maybe it's
like
in
a train station.
But
I think it's like a food court or food trucks, stuff like that. But it sounded pretty cool, and we looked up pictures and it looked neat. So I think we're gonna go check that out.
Yeah, and so now that it's a little bit cooler outside, maybe it'll be bearable to be out there, but it should be pretty cool. So they didn't go as planned, but I think it's gonna end up being pretty cool.
We've arrived at the food truck area. I'm not actually sure exactly what it's called. But,
I think it translates literally to like night market.
Yeah, but we got, first things first, we got a couple drinks. This is just Jack Daniels on the rocks with lime and some soda water. These were only $3 USD a piece. That is pretty good. Now we have the tough task of figuring out exactly what to eat, because there are a lot of options here.
Food trucks are always the worst because everything in a food truck is going to be delicious.
Yeah.
So how do you choose? Y'all, I am
actually so glad that today went down how it did because we are getting to try this amazing dish. We haven't had it yet, but it's very popular here in Poland. It's basically this big baguette, like an open-faced sandwich. Traditionally, we read that it usually has white mushrooms, cheese, maybe some other ingredients, but it's toasted and then served hot with ketchup on top. That sounds very interesting, maybe not quite up our alley, so luckily nowadays it's served with all sorts of toppings. It's almost like a pizza, like a baguette pizza. Look at this. I think this one was called the Gringo, but it has chorizo on there. It has guacamole, it has some onions, it has cheese and then a hot cheese sauce on top. I think it also has some peppers on there. Oh my gosh. So, goodbye diet tonight. Oops.
It's for the video, right?
Oh my god. And it's our last night in Poland. You gotta go out with a bang, right? So we're going big.
This thing is intimidating.
It's so big.
He didn't get any cheese. He got to bite it from the side. That's how the pros do it.
I mean, it's so good. It's all smoky from the chorizo. It's not really spicy, but it's got a little bit of warmth from the hot cheese on top, but it's just like salty and naughty, and I love it.
You said naughty. I think I might have won. I got the chorizo nacho, so got a bunch of chorizo on there, got a bunch of cheese, a layer of nachos, and then of course a layer of cheese on top. They have a list of like 6 different sauces you can get, and I said, well, which one do you recommend? She said, well, the hot cheese, of course. So that's what I got.
Well, it's like a nacho pizza sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's intimidating. It's an intimidating sandwich, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I'm dripping. That means I gotta eat it. I'm gonna eat it from the side so I can get a little bit of everything in my first bite. The paper is stuck to the cheese. That's good. The bread is really fluffy on the inside. It's got this toasted layer on the outside. The first layer of cheese here is almost like Provel cheese, which is a cheese that's from like St. Louis, Missouri. We actually did a video where we tried pizza with Provel cheese when we were in St. Louis, and the flavor is very similar to this. It's kind of
Right, it definitely is.
Yeah, it looks like it's kind of buttery, and it has a very similar taste, but. And of course the cheese on top is awesome. You get the crunch from the chips here. You're right, it's pretty much perfect. Not good for you in any way, but it's perfect.
We just had to run away from our table because there were these bees and they were the most aggressive I think we've ever encountered.
Yeah.
Like while we were swatting them, they were landing on our pizza.
Landing on my hands and stuff?
Yeah.
I have kind of a bee phobia, so.
Well, and we were angering them quite a bit. They would not stop, so we were just hitting them constantly. I think they would have probably stung us, so we hightailed it out of there. Hopefully we're safe at the high top.
And now we're gonna destroy these friggin' pizzas.
Dang it.
The bees came back.
I just want to eat my dang sandwich.
They will not leave us alone, man. Oh my god,
like,
it's so funny.
You're gonna take a bite and it'll land on your pizza. It's not cool.
Not cool, bee. This is honestly one of the most delicious, just stupidly delicious things I've ever eaten. But as I've gotten to the end of it, I'm just like, oh god, I'm having a hard time finishing it. But it started off really tasty. Now I'm like, oh, can I do it? I think I can. You guys, we almost missed the coolest part of this market. You can actually go inside this train station or train depot. I'm not exactly sure what it is.
I don't know why. When we got here, I completely forgot that our host said that it's this cool spot in a train depot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got this like bar, and then there's legit trains. We were trying to decide if they were functioning or not. They look pretty new.
Yeah, they look new.
But this is so cool, you guys. I'm so
neat.
glad we came and checked it out. All right, perfect last night.
By the way, we'll have the link to this place in the description below.
You guys have to come here. It's very cool.
This place is super cool. They have a big old movie screen that they just got finished setting up. I think they're gonna play a big movie for everyone. I'm not sure exactly what movie they're gonna play because they said it in Polish and I didn't catch
But it's very cool. So it's a Thursday night. It's only like 7:30 p.m. So I can only imagine later in the night and on the weekend, it's probably pretty amazing. And as the night has gone on, more sections of this night market have opened up.
Yeah,
So they
it's a
have
pretty
bunch
cool
of-
place.
Yeah, they have a bunch of bars, all sorts of food. From the sandwiches we have, they have burgers, they have Thai food. I think I saw sushi somewhere. They have kebabs, they have French fries, they have desserts. It's
Pretty
awesome.
much anything you could desire.
And everything so far has taken a card, which is great in our books.
But this concludes our trip here in Poland. Tomorrow we are going to be hopping a train over to Germany. Then we're going to be renting a car for the week and exploring Germany some more. If this is your first time to our channel, hit that subscribe button so you can follow along, and also make sure you hit that bell button because that's what actually gets you notifications when we post a new video.
Good night, adventurers.
We'll see you on the road tomorrow.